Hi everybody, this is Odd Samurai, and today I'm gonna be reacting to Monogatari of and Monster Season episode 10. So yeah, I know I'm quite a bit late, but I couldn't really do much about it. Family visited, so the day that the episode came out. And then the next day, I just didn't have the time at all to make a video when I usually do, so... now I'm here, and at least I don't have, the positive is that I don't have to wait as long as the usual for the next episode. Only really only 2 days? Yeah, so there's the positive look at it. But yeah, let's talk about episode 9 first, though. So we start off with Harimase, who basically introduces us to the problem, the psychological problem, that the basketball club in Naoetsu High School is facing from a personal level. And then at the end of the episode, Higasa and Kambaru do fill us in a little bit more in a general sense. At first, it makes us think that it's only Harimase that feels this way, but it's only because she's the only one that we get to see the thoughts of before she got mummified. But from what we find out, it's that no, the whole club feels like, it's all suffocating and just very stressful to be in it. So I would guess that everyone that got attacked felt similarly. So this is gonna be a thing where yes, they are being attacked by a vampire, but the true, the core of the problem, what Araragi is going to help fix is what's wrong, why the club became like this. So yeah, that's cool. And I did hear that Harimase's beginning monologue was longer in the novel, which makes sense. But it is a shame that it had to be cut down. It really did seem very compelling. And I do have some questions, but I'm guessing it's the stuff that the novel does go into a little bit deeper. So I guess, just for a time they had to cut it. But my first thought was okay, why doesn't she at least quit the basketball club? But maybe something like that does get explained in the novel. I don't know, maybe her parents really are really strict, and they needed to have her in a basketball club. So maybe she was in middle school, and then she went here, and now she feels like she has no escape. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, she feels like she has no choice in all this. So it's okay, well, I cannot do anything. So at least an external force can take me out of the situation. But yeah, the situation has to be really bad if she's feeling this way. And I do wonder if she's regretting it, because, as we find out that at least Harimase is completely alive as a mummy. So I'm guessing she's also conscious. So it would be interesting to see what she's thinking right now. And now that this has happened, is she oh, but I'm at least not in that hellish place anymore? Or it's damn, now that I am here, this doesn't feel better. But yeah, Guyan explains the gist of it, of what's happened. And she says there may be a lot more, and we simply haven't found an immense number of mummies, which I think there were 3 that we knew before Araragi went to Higasa and Kambaru's, but then we later find out that there's actually 5 people missing. Which is still, you know, probably a fewer number that Gain was thinking about. But yeah, it is interesting, like, why did Deathtopia choose the Naoetsu basketball girls club? Like, that feels so specific. Like, it does feel deliberate, considering it's already been 5 people. I don't think it's a coincidence. Like, obviously, she could, like, consume them and eat them and not leave any evidence, but obviously she's leaving them for basically for Shinobu to find her alongside the cipher. I'm still thinking that's Deathtopia, but there's a small chance it's not her. But it does seem like something where if she wants to be found, but not by someone who wants to exterminate her, should make it like medium difficulty. But yeah, I don't, like, where would Deathtopia learn codes and decryption, since she seems to be, you know, quite the loner? Who knows, who knows? Oh yeah, we have a new character who is a friend of Araragi's in college. But she's pretty new, so I'm definitely not gonna be able to remember her name this quickly. Okay, no, never mind, I found her. Meniko. But yeah, just... there was definitely a lot of description, and basically ended up on Guy figuring out that it can be... The answer can be seen as Deathtopia Virtuoso Suicide Master. Which is like, huh. That's what I'm like, Like, I guess, you know, it is mid-difficulty because with Araragi's help, Gain was able to figure it out. And I'm guessing Deathtopia doesn't want to be exorcised, so... yeah, this seems like a little bit of a... you know, like a mistake. But maybe there isn't, but we just don't know. But yeah, also Gain offers Araragi, like, oh, if you help me on this, that means I won't bother you for the rest of your college days. Which is like, then before that she said like, oh, just because I came here, you know, and specifically to see you doesn't mean that that you should see me as trustworthy. So it's like, okay, so is she telling the truth or not? Or, you know, is she gonna find a loophole later and being like, actually, because you didn't do it like this, then I'm still gonna be using you. But it's interesting the way that Araragi reacts to that. Like, he seems genuinely really happy and excited that Gain won't bother him anymore. Which is definitely, honestly, quite the healthy way to go about it. Before he'd be like, oh, like, just with no reward. Like, oh, saving someone? Right. Just like that. Just for, you know, his own self-worth and his savior complex. But now that he's gone through, or from what I think, he's gone through the end of his character arc, he's in a much healthier place, and he doesn't need to do all that. He's happy now. well, you know, relatively happy with the things that he has now, and he doesn't need to validate it by helping everyone that he sees that he's having a problem. So that's good. Definitely, it's small, but it shows how he's grown. Oh, and then we have a bit of a thought from Araragi, which is like, what is it? Something about like Gain. Yeah. Gain feels the shadow of her oldest sister, the one being she feels inferior to. When thinking of Kambaru. So I was thinking like, oh, she doesn't want to involve Kambaru in like risky oddity problems that she doesn't have to be in. But when you think about it, it's like, oh, the only time she's seen Kambaru is because she practically logically needed her. It had nothing to do with like, oh, you know, it's just my niece, I just want to meet her. Nothing to do with that. And even then she gave her a fake last name. I think she said she was like Oshino Isuko. Only later did she find out that Kambaru found out that that was her aunt. So yeah, I guess, you know, that was just a very, very rare exception. Something that she doesn't want to repeat. So I wonder if it's, you know, because something selfless, but I think it's more selfish now that we have this. Like, you know, just seeing Kambaru brings all negative feelings about how she felt about Guy and Toy. Feeling inferior and not capable enough. I mean, if Toy talked to her in any way similar to how we've seen that she talked to Kambaru, then yeah, I understand. The one thing that I'm like, yeah, fair enough to Guy. But it seems like we can't ask for help to Hachikuju this time. And then we go to Kambaru and Higasa. And Higasa was definitely a character. Definitely very different from when we first saw her. But I mean, you know, we're actually seeing her now being like her, it seems, her truest, more unhinged self now. And just the jokes that her and Araragi were throwing back and forth was funny. But yeah, we finish with her. We're about to give him like a book with all the information that the current basketball members have. And she's like hesitating because she wants him to be aware of how serious she is about wanting him to change how things are. And that's how the episode ended. With us finding out that there's more victims of Deathtopia that we knew. So yeah, that was a lot, but I really wanted to talk about it. Actually, that could have been a lot longer. You've seen my other... I would like to think you've seen my other Monogatari reactions already. And yeah, I can definitely get long-winded. But this is Monogatari, okay? So I'm going to ramble. It deserves it. Okay. Oh yeah, also just... I really expected to get an opening for this arc, but we haven't. So that's a bit of a shame. Okay, let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Yeah. We're only missing 2. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Mm. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Man, that's gonna make somebody feel guilty. Mm. I agree. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Eee. Eee. Mm. Right. Mm. I mean, he'd always started as an outsider to the people he saved, well, almost every time. But yeah, this feels no, yo, straight to the point. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Mm. Mm. No, uh, how? Just wherever? The route they took home, maybe? Oh, I thought that Araragi had already told her that. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. How? What? Suppress? Is what? A. Of course she'd know so quickly. Mm-hmm. He's really trying to bribe her. Surely she's not. Yeah, she's not that dumb. Ah, cute. For sure. Mm-hmm. The link they have is just that deep. But you're gonna take the donut anyway, right? It does look pretty good. Panay no. Hmm. Memorable. I guess you could say that, yeah, for sure. Why does he have that face? If he's really talking about it this casually, then he really has an agenda. Hmm. I remember. There it is. I'm curious too. Oh. Ah. Right. Okay. Okay, yeah, so like the ones in Kabuki. Yeah, okay, I did remember right. Mm. No, she definitely has an objective. But obviously, Araragi has no idea. Mm. I get, yeah, well. Yeah, okay. What if this one also is tied to Shinobu? The one that turned her. Ah, yo, Ragi with the smartness. Yeah, he took a long time. But I mean, you know, it hadn't been relevant until now. And if she doesn't volunteer the information, then he probably felt awkward about asking. But no, she's talking about it, you know, pretty happily. Yeah, okay. Does she not want Deathtopia to meet up with Shinobu? Yeah, okay. I believe her, she says that now. Um, um... Wow, she still remembers that. Out of pity. I wonder. The saving... Or maybe not? Oh! The hell? How did you... Okay. Hi, Ononoki. Look at him, he's so happy to see her. Of course, because he didn't want to talk about that anymore. Bet. Yeah, that's true. He's as lacking as the straight man. That's unlucky for him. Yeah, but she has the time to do this. Oh, I like the music right now. What? Oh. Whoa. Oh, Twister. Huh, so you were working? Sure, sure. That's so disrespectful. Oh, that looks pretty. Hachikuji! Wow. She's like a monk. Mm. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I miss this gag so much. 噛みました。違う。わざとだ。噛みは見た。あー。よし。Oh. Hey, she's been included in the gag. Awesome. 違う。わざとだ。ああ、わざとじゃん。わざとじゃない。じゃなかったんじゃん。I love this so much. Ah. That is true. But I don't mind. I love this gag so much. I'm probably one of the few people who finds it so funny around here. Oh. Is it gonna be loli Deathtopia? Oh, eh. Huh. I'm confused now. Yep, they're in the flashy flesh. What happened to her? Okay. Okay. Then, did you see what happened to her? How did she end up like this? Yo, is Hachikuji taller than before? Or am I just misremembering? Nani? Oh. What? You want him to die again? The other day, that it was not that recent. Yeah, you both were there alongside Tadatsuru. Don't. Why you make it sound cool? We are actually doing this? Oh, wow, yeah, okay, we're getting Kokoro Watari. Yo. That's what I'm saying, though. Okay, there you go, use that. How could you think she liked that? It's fine, it won't hurt. You know how good she is at the blade. Wow, she actually has named attacks. Nah, bro, she's trolling. I wonder if this is like a reference to something else. Okay. Man, this episode went places. 目をそらしたかかも退屈な未来を大すんねやれやれこここさいピスピス Unlucky Be happy On that We're really gonna have Araragi die twice in the story? Hey, at least this first time was actually taken more seriously. But yeah, we can be silly the second time, I guess. On that 死んじゃいないお前と前とでさ生きてることかまかわり続けることあどうしてだどうやのよ幸せになりとりしたいなんて卑怯な出てきてファンタジーせおのとの手とにてちゃなれるよねえだってあってちょっとよってちょのファンタジータギとと化け物だキュだキュ大ピースピースOh, wait. The episode's still going. But he's actually there? Oh, looks... You know what? It's cool, though, that they're showing the hell with the new visuals. I mean, might as well go all out with it. It does look like it could be heaven. I mean, actually, yeah. Oh. Hmm? Huh? Is that? Yeah, it sounds like her. How? Wow. Okay. You know what? I think that makes sense. Although I don't know why her face is being covered by it's not a Tengu mask, it's like an Oni mask. But yeah, the only thing I can think of is like, oh well, technically a different part of her soul is still going, you know? Shinobu is still alive, but it's like, can you consider vampires alive? It's a whole ass thing. So, okay. Wait, so by the way that she said that, is she confirming that he indeed got sent to heaven? Because if so, then okay then, how do we get back then? Because he's in the wrong place then. But I was thinking right when he said that, like, oh, I guess I did go to heaven by mistake. Like the whole thing of him, like the whole point of him being killed was so that when Gain killed him with Kokoro Watari, when he would be revived, you know, remember the whole, there's subtraction going on. So the vampiric essence of Araragi is gone? Oh man. Yeah, I think, right? Now that I think about it, I don't think that there's, like, aside from his link with Shinobu, like, I'm unsure like if he has any regeneration abilities now. I mean, he did lose an arm during Ogi Dark. But you could say that that got taken care of by Shinobu somehow, but we didn't see how. But yeah, like the whole thing of going to hell was so that when he came back, he would come back as a full human. No? Like, correct me if I'm remembering that wrong. So, like, I don't know why Hachikuji or Shinobu didn't think of that when preparing to kill him here. And, like, I feel that that's something important that should be brought up. Yeah, because that was also like the reason that Tadatsuru had to do it. And Gan couldn't do it with Yume Watari. But yeah. Okay. But yeah, okay, so I would guess that Acerola is there because obviously her human self died. So that's who went to heaven, and then I'm guessing, even though Shinobu remembers it, it's still seen as a different entity. After all, you know, the whole reason Araragi went to hell when he was killing Koyomi Mono is because he helped a demon, aka a vampire. So yeah, I'm guessing if you're a vampire, you would go to hell, straight up. Yeah, that is interesting. I hadn't really thought about that much, because, you know. Also, yeah, the whole, like, Shinobu told him right here, when she was like, oh, you're immortal, so you don't really mature. But, like, we already, like, I don't know, maybe, maybe he has. I guess it would be only, like, I don't know, 10, 15 years to actually see whether or not he ages. But, like, if I'm remembering correctly from Mayoi Hell, then, yeah, he is mortal now. So he will age normally and die, just as any human. Or, you know what? Okay. Let me get things straight. So that whole thing, that did happen, okay? I'm pretty sure Mayoi Hell was also that Araragi would lose his vampire essence. Okay, so for most of Ogi Dark, like, he confronted Ogi without any vampire essence. But then once he redid the link with Shinobu, he's now, like, I don't know, 1/10 vampire, like he was in most of the series. Okay, I think that's it. So if that's the case, then yeah, I don't know how he ended up in heaven. If the thing about him, you know, aiding a demon and having a small portion of that inside him, it's still going on, then yeah, how did he end up in heaven? But yeah, seeing Shinobu and Araragi talk about Deathtopia was really nice. And, you know, finally, like, it's almost odd that we, the audience, got to see that before Araragi found out. But yeah, it makes sense that it actually took that long for Araragi to feel comfortable asking. But also, like, it never seemed like, you know, like, oh, okay, you know, that's in the very distant past. We don't really need to know it. But now it's like, no, this is, now it's relevant. So can you please talk about it? But yeah, the way that Shinobu talks about her, you know, like, you know, started in good terms, ended in good terms. So, like, I don't, like, from the past, I don't think the conflict is going to come. I think the conflict is going to come from present, of Deathtopia just getting better and still wanting to eat and kill humans. And Shinobu being like, actually, don't do that here. But yeah, in regards to helping the current situation of the basketball club, I have no idea how Araragi is going to manage that. But it definitely does sound pretty rough. And I like that, even though, like, yeah, you know, Kambari does feel guilty, but not overly so. And it, you know, it's not like, oh, don't feel guilty. Now, if she did contribute to the current state of things, then yeah, you know. But at the same time, it's like, how do you do that once you're not part of that? And it's like, well, of course, you know, you'd have different opinions on, like, well, it was fun for me, but, like, if she was able to, like, we know how beast, a stamina beast Kambaru is, so yeah, for her, the training would be a piece of cake. So it's like, yeah, you know, of course, I like it. But most other people were like, you know, barely, like, capable of just doing the bare minimum that the school or the club was requiring. So, like, yeah, Kambaru failed to see the hearts of the people below her, the people weaker than her. Which could be a feeling that we could get into. But yeah, like, you know, it's very, like, you know, logically, practically connected. But in terms of, like, themes, I don't see how the stuff at the basketball club is that connected with Deathtopia and Shinobu yet. But yeah, everything was to basically bring Kambaru up, make her shine, and make her the one and only star. But now once that's over, you know, like, now what do they do? And Kambaru, it seems like she really didn't try to prepare them or help them with a new plan of how to deal with the team once she was outside of it. So yeah, now that there isn't someone who can take all of the brunt of the team and, you know, all the effort, like, oh, well, you know, maybe we can slack off a little since Kanbaru can do so much. But now, all of that weight feels way too heavy for everyone to carry in the team. So yeah, I don't know. But I am glad that Araragi and Shinobu can now talk about spring break. In, you know, the phrase of like, oh, one day we'll be able to talk about this and laugh. And now it seems like that day has finally come. And I'm so glad for them. I was hoping that Ononoki would go with them to Hachikuju's. But no, it seemed like she was just here to basically deliver the message. But like her saying like, oh, like, do I need a reason to come here? And it's like, well, we were told you were in the job, so that tells us that no, you're not that busy to actually come in here and help. Oh my god, yeah. You know, kamimashita, wasato da. that whole sequence was some peak comedy. Oh yeah, well, I mean, we still don't know what exactly happened to Deathtopia to end up like this. And Hachikuji isn't really telling us. She's just, you know, like, going to, like, okay. Like, she's just assuming that we're going to heal her. Which, you know, it seems like we are. Araragi isn't even questioning, like, surely he must have come to the conclusion that Deathtopia is the vampire that made those 5 students into mummies. Like, I feel like there's something here where it's like, oh, repeating a mistake, huh? That said, though, you know, like, the whole, like, if I could make things different, I think Araragi said during Mayoi Hell, like, I would have still done things the same way. So, like, you know, how much he suffered because he helped Shinobu, even though by the end of Kisu, he was having a mental breakdown over realizing what he had done and how many people could get hurt because of what he did. So it's like, oh, we're just gonna heal this vampire that is gonna go and mummify more people and kill more people. It's like, you know, like, I like Deathtopia, but just, you know, reasonably. I feel like, you know, the reasonable thing for humankind would be to not do this. And I'm guessing that's why Gain said to not get involved with Hachikuji, but because she would take the side of Auditus. But yeah, like, Araragi not even one thought of like, should I do this? Like, yeah, it's for Shinobu. She wants to do this, but like, if we do this, then we're just gonna put this monster once again out into the world to keep feasting on people. So I don't know. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say for this episode. So if you liked my reaction, if you enjoyed my reaction, please like and subscribe. Till next time, see ya.